If you're worried about security of your databases, you can start to add in password protection. So if we go up to the File menu, we're going to be working on the customer database here. So we go up to the File menu, Access Privileges, and we have passwords, groups, and an overview of everything we're doing. So first of all, let's create passwords. First thing I want to do is put in an admin password. I'm just going to call this admin. And this allows me to do everything, access the entire file. So I'll click Create here. That comes into the list. Now I'm going to create two more passwords, one for guest, and this person will only be able to browse the records, or anyone who puts in the password of guest. So let's create that. All they'll be able to do is browse the records. So the next one I want to put in is for sales, and I'm just going to put in a password of sales and P afterwards. And salespeople will be able to create and edit records, but they won't be able to delete them. So let's create that. Next, we'll create a group, or a couple of groups. Need to put in the master password, which is that top one I put in. Click OK. Now I'm going to put group names in there. So one for guests, create that, and another one for sales, create that, and another one for admin, and create that. Now I can click on Access, and I can choose how these groups and passwords control which layouts and fields are being viewed. So members of the guest group would have the guest password, so I could take off the sales password here. Now I'd only want them to have access to the main layout, so I can deselect these and I can run the arrow, the tick down these. At the moment they're read-only, and I want to run it down again to make them not accessible. I'll just click Save. Now if I click on Main here, you'll see that on that layout I don't have access to information about credit card details, etc. Only the fields that are actually on that layout. So this way you can control what information is accessible. So let's go back to Sales. And the sales group is going to use the salesperson or sales P password. And they're going to have access to, let's say now, a mail merge letter, labels. In fact, they're going to have access to everything. But let's say you wanted to restrict what that user could actually edit or even view. Say we didn't want them to change the credit card information, so we can just click on these so that they're read, but you couldn't edit them. Let's say I wanted to hide the total turnover. I'll just click on this twice until it's not accessible. Once I've finished again, click Save. So I've finished here, click Done, click OK, and now click on Customers to bring it up, and it asks you for a password. Let's type in the guest password, and click OK. It opens up. Now if I try and create a new record, you see it won't work. If I try and delete, it won't work. If I go up to scripts, I haven't got any access to the script. I won't be able to create from here either. In fact, I won't be able to do an awful lot except for browse through the records. If I try and change anything, it just tells me it's not modifiable. Let's go in now with a different password. Let's put sales P. Click OK. Now this user can now create new records using the buttons or the menus. Hasn't got access to the script maker or various other things, but they can create and edit records, but they won't be able to delete anything. Now, because I've hidden some of the information, let's go to financial information. Remember, I hid the total turnover, so they won't be able to see that. It'll just come up like a box like this. And if I try and change the credit card number, it says it's not modifiable, but I will be able to view any information that was in there previously. So, using groups and passwords, you can control who has access to what. If you need to go back in and change anything, just type in the admin password, and you have full access to whatever you want, including go back to the access privileges and change things.